Hey guys, it's Lefty back again, and today I want to give you an update on some things that have been going on in my little corner here of YouTube and the internet, and in this little business that that I'm trying to stay above board or keep above board. And this involves YouTube and Twitch and my live streaming and the internet and my internet connection speeds and all that stuff. So sit back and enjoy some talk about what's been going on in my life. And I know there are some people, before we get into it, I know there are some people that out there that might say, some, not all, of course, some that will say, well, I'm sick of hearing about internet, et cetera, et cetera. I'm tired of the topic. I understand what you're going to say. Well, number one, no, you don't. And number two, that would be, I discredit you almost immediately, because that I liken that to telling Jeff Gordon, if he is such a person to appear on podcasts and stuff related to NASCAR and his business. Jeff Gordon, prominent race car driver. I know you make your business on a racetrack, and I know you like racetracks, and I know you know about racetracks, and you research them and you study them because that's where you make your bread and butter. And hell, this is a NASCAR related show that you're doing here, and you're creating NASCAR related content. And NASCAR has to do with racetracks, but stop fucking talking about racetracks, because I don't like it. Why? Because the logic falls apart, because how dare you question my criticism? I am infallible because I watch your content, and my criticism is thus infallible, I guess. Anyway, I digress. We are back to the original point of this video. Some of you may have noticed that I've got a stupid little 30-second thing that I upload, and a lot of you watch my podcast, That's Not Why You Called, which appears on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/lefty643. That's where I do a lot of gaming live streams and the such. I think it provides a nice little change up for my content, and indeed that's where a good chunk of my YouTube content comes from. And so my Twitch is a vital part of my business, and I'm very dedicated to it. And you might have noticed I've got a 30-second little stupid thing I upload that announces a Twitch stream or That's Not Why You Called episode. And some of you in the last few days, I've been doing this for a few months, live streaming that is, but in the last few days I've had those videos uploaded, and some of you may have clicked on the link in there and you think, hey, I'm going to give a live stream a shot. And I encourage you to do so. Really, I do try very hard to make sure that they look as quality as possible, and in part because I want the YouTube uploads to look as quality as possible. So I have to make, because there's rendering and uploading in the between, I have to make sure that the Twitch content is really, really nice. But some of you may have clicked the link and showed up to my Twitch channel and not seen anything. I'm offline. And you're wondering why? What happened? What's going on? Why is there this video? And why is it happening multiple times? Or if you're following me on Twitter at Lefty643, if you have a Twitter account, go follow me, I guess, so you can stay up to date. You've certainly heard what's been streams being brought down, or ending, not brought down, but just ending prematurely. And I wanted to make this video because I don't want people to think that there's anything nefarious going on, that I'm somehow just trying to drive people to a site where an ad plays automatically when you load up the page and all that stuff. I don't want people to think that there's anything like that. What's been happening is my internet, business class line with Comcast, that I've talked about before, there have been issues. And I don't want to get into too technical of a thing or a diatribe about what's been going on, but suffice it to say that there are things outside of my control that are preventing me from giving the quality that I hold myself to. I like to, for the last couple weeks, all of my streams have been in 1080p. And I like that, and I like to keep that quality, and I like to be able to put 1080p in the title, both on there on Twitch and here on YouTube, and I really do enjoy it, and I think a lot of people do. You got to have good internet to watch it at source, but I think a lot of people enjoy it. I certainly enjoy putting out the best quality content in terms of visual aesthetics that I can, and so I strive to do that. And with these issues that have been afflicting my internet connection, I will say it. I'll try to keep it as short as I can for somebody that might know. It has to do with the frequencies on which the upstream communicates with the network, with the business or the Comcast network, right? So they're all analog cables. They're not fiber yet, and so to communicate, it's electrical impulses and a simple binary code transmitted by carrier wave signals. They're radio frequencies essentially, right? And so they're frequencies on which data is transferred, and there's three, I was told, frequencies that upstream data is transferred on, and that's where I make my bread and butter, is sending a lot of data, video, over that through the upstream. I don't download a lot of stuff. I send a lot out. I send to everybody. You want video? Bam, you got video. Oh, you want video? Bam, video for you. And so I send a lot of video out to people, and I need upload. And more so than that, because I'm sending video, I need a consistent upload. Whatever the upload speed is, whatever the stable data rate is, I can make some kind of video envelope, whether it be 720 at 30, 720 60, or 1080p 30. I can create an envelope that will fit, for the most part, inside of some bitrate. But I need to know that it's going to be there because it's video. It's got to be there. The data's got to be there. And if there's an inconsistent upstream, now, again, low speeds are, I'm paying $200 a month, so I want speeds, the speeds that I pay for, that is. But if they're low consistent speeds, okay, I can work with that. But if they're low, or the worst part is inconsistency. The inconsistency is what kills me. And that's what's been killing streams. And the reason that happens, again, I'm sorry, I get off track talking about technical things. I've got a technical chub right now. I'm just kidding, I don't. Or do I? The reason that happens is because recently one of the frequency bands was just doubled to include a bunch of different frequencies. They say, okay, well, we've got so many people sending so much data, we need to accept more frequencies that for these modems to operate on so that there's not a huge clutter. Well, the entire reason that the one frequency band was as short as it was is because on the other side of that endpoint, there's a lot of noise. There's just a lot of feedback stuff, and I don't even know, cosmic microwave background radiation. Who knows? But there's a lot of noise there that isn't data being sent, and to try to make somebody, to try to make software or hardware read through that noise just isn't worth it. So we'll cut it off here. Well, Comcast or the carrier, whoever it is, I believe Comcast is last mile. I don't know who else is in the mix there, but they said, screw it. We gotta open up the frequencies. And so now I'm competing against a whole lot of other crap on the line that, again, the upload speed technically is there, but in terms of actually practically sending data at a constant rate, like video, it's a lot tougher. And so as a result, streams have been dropping a lot of frames, and it's not worth it. And the worst part is, again, because they're inconsistent and not just low, I'm not able to just downgrade the quality and say, screw it, we'll go with the lower quality just so I can stream, so there's something there. That's not why you called. That's not why you called. Doesn't need to be in 1080p. I could do 720, no problem. Fit that into a 3500 kbps envelope, no problem. But I need to know the 3500 kbps is there, and even though I'm paying for 20 up, it's not, because of all that noise that's on the line in the new frequencies. So that's the bad news. I'm a bad news first kind of guy. I don't know what that says about me psychologically, but that's the way I am. So that's the bad news. That is why you have there have not been as many streams. There won't be as many streams. Hopefully they get it fixed by Titanfall. I really hope they get it fixed by Titanfall release, because I really want to bring you guys 1080p streams of that, because trust me, I've been working on my craft and making it all look good, and it's going to look pretty, I promise, if I can get the data connection. And that's why sometimes if you've seen a video where it says, hey, I'm live streaming, and then you go click, or you've seen a tweet, hey, I'm live streaming, you go click, and then there's nothing there. I'm really not trying to pull the wool over your eyes or trick you into watching advertisements or to subscribing or donating. If you're one of those guys, which thank you very much, all those people. I'm really not trying to. It's just what I'm trying to do is work through it, and there's not much I can do outside of keep on trying until hopefully it gets fixed soon. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is, because I am not a person who is afraid to call and complain to my ISPs, which is a service I pay for, not content that I view that's free on the internet, okay? Okay, we're going to make that distinction. I pay for the damn service. It's not free content that I view on the internet that's on demand, okay? All right. So because I'm not a person that's afraid to call And which, by the way, if you're really having trouble with your internet, always ask for a manager and always be nice to the manager. Always, always. You can drop F-bombs if you're really pissed at the first guy that answers and talking to the manager, but when you talk to a manager, just be nice. Say whatever their name is, right? Hey, Mike, how's it going? Here's my problem. What can we do about it? Don't be all piss and vinegar when you're at the supervisory level. Start out anew. Give them, whatever, the respect that they think they deserve. So that's your tip of the day for dealing with ISPs and just any service in general. But because I'm not afraid to call, they're aware of the issue. They're painfully aware of the issue. I have had confirmation that there are people out working on the lines, in part because of my calls, my incessant calls. So they are working on this issue, and I am actually being updated on fixes. So it's possible, or it's likely that it will be fixed. Of course, it's likely it will be fixed. I'm not going to continue to pay for a service that I'm not getting, but it's probable that it will be fixed in short order. What does short order mean? I don't know. I don't know what time scale they're working on. Weeks, months, hopefully not months. Hopefully a week, 2 weeks at the outside. But that's what we're looking at, and that's why streams are going to be probably intermittent. I don't know about that. That's not why you called. Again, the only way to find out if it's working or not is to do it. And if I'm doing it and it goes down, there's nothing I can do. And trust me, I really feel bad when I have to end streams because I can't send the data. I really feel bad. I really want to. I'm trying to give you guys an understanding of how I guess dedicated I am to making sure that my content, my quality, at least again visually, probably not as entertaining as I think I am, but at least visually speaking, is the best that I can make it, because I think that is still something in this business that can separate me from the herd. And a lot of people will come to think, oh man, if Lefty's streaming this game, I'm going to see it and it's going to look beautiful. Or if Lefty uploads this quality from it, or this thing from his stream, it's not going to be all pixelated with compression issues and all that stuff. It's going to look awesome. It's going to look great. And some of it's going to be color corrected if he feels like it, if he has enough cups of coffee. But that's where I'm at. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to deceive. I'm not trying to trick people. I really am trying to work through this issue. But there's only so much I can do. I apologize for the rambling. It's been a longer video, but I wanted to cover as much of my reasoning as possible, and also give you guys a good understanding of actually why I am so dedicated. Because I know a lot of people, in fact, some a-holes that think they have some knowledge about video compression, probably, and little practical knowledge or know-how. I'll say, just compress it, just compress it, just compress it. You try to compress 1080p video into a 3500 kbps envelope. See how good it works. Do you have a supercomputer? Because I don't. And it's really hard to do all that stuff. And just my focus on quality is I think something, again, that could really help me out. And I know a lot of people like it. And I know you guys do too. So that's where I am. So that's where we're at. Streams for right now are an iffy proposition. I will continue to try. Please, again, if you're watching, please understand that it's not like I don't know there's an issue, and it's not like I'm not doing anything about it. There's just very little I can do. I've hopefully helped set people in motion to get it fixed, and hopefully we can bring you guys very quality streams in the near future, and we can return to full 1080p 30. And again, I'm accepting on Twitch subscriptions and donations. The proceeds from that, much of it goes to a brand new PC, so that I can bring 1080p 60 frames per second streams to Twitch, which would be put me in the very upper echelon of Twitch quality streamers, I think, and I hope. So that's where we're at. That's why streams are intermittent and sometimes will end early, prematurely, and might be afflicted with bugs. I'm sorry. I really am dedicated to making it look great, but I'm sorry that there's really nothing I can do about it. So there's your explanation. I hope it suffices. Anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. I'm out. Peace.